Good morning, dear students. This is another topic under the lesson called Microbes in Human Welfare. Here, the most important topic of this chapter is this only. You may get many 1 mark questions, it can be a 2 mark, a 3 mark, and even a 5 mark also. So make sure that you note it down that 10.2.3 microbes in helping the production of chemicals, enzymes, and bioactive molecules. Here you can come across with so many terms which you need to learn. So let's start the 10.2.3. Here for our own convenience, for your own convenience, I have made that material where I have categorized the microorganisms, what kind of chemicals they are secreting, and also what kind of action they can do. So I'm going to share this material with you. It will be very easy, but you need to practice it. Let's start with the chemicals. How microbes help in production of chemicals. We can see right over here, there are certain fungi and certain bacteria help in the production of chemicals which are commonly used even in chemistry labs also. You can see the very first one is called Aspergillus niger. Aspergillus niger is a fungi which secretes uh, produces a chemical called citric acid. There is another one called Acetobacter aceti. The name itself tells aceti. It's a bacterium which secretes another chemical called acetic acid. Clostridium butylicum, a bacterium which secretes or which produces a chemical called butyric acid. Lactobacillus is another bacterium which secretes lactic acid also. Again, you can see the other one, the fifth one, Saccharomyces cerevisiae, help in the production of a chemical called ethanol. So these are the some of the organisms. Let's revise: Aspergillus niger, citric acid; Acetobacter aceti to produce acetic acid; Clostridium butylicum produces a chemical called butyric acid; and Lactobacillus, which secretes or which produces a chemical called lactic acid. And the last one, ethanol, alcohol, which is produced by fermentation of broth, or which we have heard in the previous class, where fungi like Saccharomyces cerevisiae can help in the production of ethanol. Next category, the enzymes. Enzymes are the chemicals which breaks the complex material into simple form. Okay, let's see some of them. In our textbook, they're given some of the enzymes like lipase, the enzymes which act upon lipids. So you can see there are certain microbes which these are not even mentioned in the textbook, but for your extra knowledge, you can write it down. Thermophilic bacillus and pseudomonas are the two microbes which secrete an enzyme called lipase, which is commonly used or in detergents and surf excel, which are commonly used in our day-to-day life. And what they do, they remove the oil stains, not the regular stain, but specifically the oil stains are removed by using enzymes called lipases secreted by these set of microbes. And here comes the other one called Aspergillus, a fungi where it secretes two enzymes, pectinase and protease. The name itself tells protease, which act upon complex food material called proteins. Same way, pectinase is a type of enzyme which act upon or break down a substance called pectin. Pectin is one of the component of cell wall, especially in plants also. So let's see what their action. You see these enzymes, what they do, you can read it here. These bottled fruit juices bought from the market are clearer as compared to those made at home, isn't it? Like when you make fruit juice at home, they're more viscous. You can find so many particles in it. The pulp of, you can see pulp of the fruit is still visible. But if you buy a bottle from a shop, it is clear that The whole bottle is clear without even having a pulp. So this clearing of pulp is uh, is because of the addition of these pectinase and proteases into the fruit juice, so that it digests all the cell walls and digests all the protein part of that particular fruit juice, making it look so clear. But you see, Minute Maid is a bottle that is commonly found in our market, where if you open it, you can still feel the fruit juice being not been removed with the pulp. So it doesn't. It means that they didn't use the pectin or pectinase and proteases to clear the fruit juice. Okay, so this is what about the enzymes. Let's revise. Lipases commonly used in detergent soaps or the powder to remove the oil stain. Pectinases and proteases derived from aspergillus help in the clearing of the bottle juice, fruit juice. Here comes the most important 1 mark questions, 2 mark question, whatever it can be, but these are very, very important. Here comes the first microbes called Streptococcus bacterium. So it's a bacteria which secrete a chemical called bioactive. Remember, this is a bioactive chemicals or molecules named as streptokinase. Streptokinase, the name itself, it's very easy to remember. Strepto. Okay. So what it will do, especially they are used in medical industry. Like you can see, these modified by genetic engineering, these chemicals used as clot buster for removing clots from the blood vessels of patients who have undergone the myocardial infarction leading to heart attack. So simple. So those people, those patients who are undergoing surgery, especially surgery related to heart attack or heart related surgeries, sometimes blood gets blocked, like clotted in the blood vessels. So when they add this streptokinase to their bloodstream, these clots get removed. That's why this chemical is called clot buster. Okay, this is what how this streptokinase is useful, which is secreted by a microbe called Streptococcus bacterium. And here comes the next one, that is a fungi called Trichoderma polysporum, which secretes a chemical called cyclosporin A. You see, sporum, excuse me, sporin. So you can see this cyclosporin A used as immunosuppressive agent in organ transplantation. Remember, when a patient is taking organ from donor, his own body, the recipient body, always reject that organ taken from the donor. So in order to remove that suppression by our own body or the recipient body, we need to take cyclosporin A so that our body's immune system can be reduced, so that it is easy to take, or it is allowed to take the donor's organ, so that our body no longer treat that organ as a foreign. So we need to, any patient who is undergoing organ transplantation, they need to take cyclosporin A so that can our body's immune system can be reduced, so that it will not affect the newly taken organ into our body. Cyclosporin A is useful as such, secreted by a fungi called Trichoderma polysporum. The third one, the last one, Monascus purpureus, is a type of microbe which secretes a chemical called statin. Okay, what actually do is, it is useful to reduce the cholesterol level in our body. Okay, so blood cholesterol lowering agent, which one? Statin. It acts by competitively inhibiting the enzyme responsible for synthesis of cholesterol. Fat is different, cholesterol is different. Cholesterol is, there are certain types of cholesterol which are bad to our body. So what statin do is it will fight with this enzyme, which is what it will do. It is responsible for the synthesis of cholesterol, so that the production of cholesterol can be inhibited because of the action of statin. That's why statin is called blood cholesterol lowering agent and secreted by a fungi called Monascus purpureus. Very easy. Let's revise the bioactive molecules. Streptococcus bacterium secretes a bioactive molecule called streptokinase. It will act as a blood buster, sorry, clot buster, which will reduce or which will break the blood clot in the blood vessels, especially those patients who are undergoing heart surgery. Next, Trichoderma polysporum, which secretes a chemical called bioactive substance called cyclosporin A, which reduces our own immune system to take the organ from somebody. Monascus purpureus is another fungi which secrete a chemical called statin, which reduces the cholesterol level in our body, in the bloodstream, by inhibiting the action of an enzyme responsible for the production of cholesterol. So this is all about today's lesson, and this category is called 10.2.3. Microbes help in the production of chemicals, like we heard all these, and enzymes like lipases and pectinase and proteases, and bioactive substances like, what are those? Streptokinase, cyclosporin A, and statins.